Hello, and I am Michelle, and I am answering the question, what is a woman? Now, in the last video, I showed you images of people who were XX chromosomed people who took enough hormones or androgens to overcome their body's resistance to androgens, and how that they were transformed into XY chromosome looking people that we call men versus women in a binary system. Now, I'm trying to prove that that system is incorrect. Anyways, in this video, I'm going to show you images of people who were born XY chromosomed, but in this case, prior to puberty, because puberty is the key place in our world, where the hormones were restricted. So we no longer, it's called puberty blockers, but basically it prevents the androgens, similar to what happens with an XX chromosomed person, because that's the thing that's missing in an XY chromosome is the resistance to androgens, and that's what I'm trying to prove. And I'm also trying to prove that hormones are the key ingredient. Now, there's other things involved as well, but without the hormones or with the hormones, things do change, and they're not all across the entire body. There's a variety of different aspects that are in play, but right now we're just doing the basics. All right, so here we go. Now, I will tell you that I don't know that all I did was Google trans women who were on puberty blockers. That's all I did. I Googled it, and this is the answer. These are the images of people. I did see a video on Jazz. That's who this first person is. And so this is what Jazz looks like as an adult now who was on puberty blockers. This one, I'm not sure what this picture is about. It doesn't look like... Now, what the point I'm trying to say is that previous to puberty, if you don't have the androgens, you won't masculinize. Or if you have a resistance to androgens, there's a thing called androgen insensitivity syndrome, where XY people completely resist it, and they literally are born and identified as female at birth, even though they're XY chromosomed. And so, as long as they don't go through puberty with the full force of androgens, basically we develop as women. I mean, we literally look like girls. And so these are images of people who did do puberty blockers. Now, again, this picture here might have been a trans man who was on puberty blocker. I don't know. But this person was obviously already transing, unless this person's probably already transing and is trying to stop puberty blockers at this point. But yeah, it just shows you. I think this is Elon Musk's daughter right here. It looks like her. Anyways, and so, like I said, these are women who were on, this is also Jazz again, very pretty girl, who shows you that puberty blockers, they do help they do prevent masculinization. And so what I'm, again, it's in the pictures. I'm not trying to show studies. I'm not trying to show anything right now. I'm just showing real people, real pictures, and how that the hormones play a huge difference. I showed you XX chromosome people with hormone changes added. I show XY chromosomes with hormones removed. And sure enough, there is a, I remember this person here. There is an obvious difference. So yes, hormones play a huge difference. Now, I'm going to get more into the details about how all this happens even before birth, which is why, like the boxer who everybody's attacking right now, she's probably XY chromosome, but she probably was born as a girl, because she didn't get the androgens, or she just had a resistance to the androgens, like AIS. And so she was probably born a girl, raised as a girl, lived as a girl, and now she's being attacked as if she's a man. And that's just wrong. But anyways, I'm just showing you, this is real people, real images, stuff that we can prove, in other words, we know that that there was a change that happened based on hormones, that hormones was the change. And I'm ultimately going to show how that happens even in the womb, and how it all happens to create the diversity, the spectrum that we call human beings, rather than this binary two-box system that we keep trying to shove people in. Anyways, you can Google it yourself. You can look at images all you want if you want. They're all out there, literally. I just, that's what I did. And all I'm doing is showing you what pops up. And, you know, I've met a few people who didn't have puberty blockers, and I mean, you know, they look like women to me. Anyways, okay, so there you go. This is, again, just the basics. I'm trying to answer the question, what is a woman? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you continue watching the series that I'm going to create here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.